As you look back at the last game, after taking a look at the film, what jumped out at you? I mean, it probably had to be a whole lot that you had to like.
We had a great film session as a team, and I think it's always neat to be able to go back and see where you're improving, the areas where you're continuing to see growth, and then those areas where you're error repeating and we're making some of the same mistakes. And those are the ones we point out quickly because we want to grow in those areas quickly. And I think we saw more of that on the defensive end of the floor than maybe we anticipated after the game. And so it's always good because the film is a great teacher.
And I hear that, but like, there was so much to like from that game.
So much, yes.
Right. So
Yes.
from like that standpoint, what parts did you like? I mean.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Great question. I love the way we're sharing the basketball. I love the tempo at which we're playing the game, and when you play at that tempo, it's really important that you still play with pace, and that you have great ball movement, player movement. But it's a very unselfish team, and I think that was evident in our last game.
What are you most pleased with so far?
Probably that. I mean, we're playing a little bit different style of play, a little quicker, significantly quicker, and we're playing with. I mean, we're actually just having a really good time playing the game because they love each other, and they enjoy playing together, and they enjoy playing the system, and so I think it's fun to see us have a little success with it. I think we also can, from film, see areas that we're going to need to improve on that could get us in future games, but I like what we're doing so far.
Speeding up physically while slowing down mentally?
Actually, both speeding up physically and slowing down physically. So I think we've got to play in and out of pace.
How hard is that to teach?
Well, we've got some, really talented young women on our team, and so they love to watch the game. And it's been fun to show them film of teams, pro teams that run some of the things that we run and how they play. And it's fun to see kind of their excitement to see the pace at which they play. So it's not always as fast as you think it is. And it's been neat to be able to see that, and they've learned a lot from that film.
Is it the same offense as last year? Because after the last game, you said that this is what you wanted to do when you first got here, but just, I don't know, needed to take some time with that before you let them have the responsibilities that they have now.
Yeah, when we first arrived, there wasn't a traditional point guard on our team, and so some combo forwards that were playing the one for us. And so I think our combo guards, playmaking guards continue to increase, and skill sets continue to increase. And so to play with that speed and tempo, I think you've got to have some great ball handling guards on your team, shooting guards too. And so I think we've continued to evolve in that. Is the system the same? We have parts of it from last year that we've kept, and parts of it that we moved away from. And so, again, doesn't mean we won't bring some of those things back, but what we have in so far is primarily new.
Is it the parts that you brought in, was that something that you borrowed from your coaching past, or did you go out elsewhere, seminars, or school? What part, like, what did you use?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that some of the best coaches in the world are in the NBA, and I would be crazy not to study them each year. And so it's my favorite thing to do in the off season is to study, what is the NBA doing now, and how are they playing, and do we have some personnel like any team in the NBA, or any kind of style of play or philosophy like them. And I saw a lot of similarities in some teams, and some, you could do that from the defensive end and from the offensive end. And so you look at the greats, and it's just fun to learn.
So the win that you had last year, and you were playing a little bit slower, how hard is that adjustment to play faster for those who aren't used to it?
I think that the student athletes who played for us last year understand strategy well because of the way we played last year. And I think that they actually really appreciate that and know there'll be times that style of play will benefit us in some games. So I actually think they're very excited by what they learned. As for the skill set to play faster, most of them had that last year. I think that We just needed to continue to add depth to be able to do it. And so, and to be able to understand systems a little bit more.
How do you feel about the depth?
Oh, I think our team is deep. I think that we have a group of young women that are all working very hard. They have committed to growth in both ends of the floor. I think all players have a tendency to spend their extra time on offense. I did too, so, I say nothing negative about that. But, defense is a toughness and it's a, relentlessness, but it's also schemes. And so we're learning the importance of that still.
Coach Hop always said, he was always comfortable with 7, playing maybe 8. And this year he's having to adapt a little bit, play 9 and 10. It's an adjustment. What is your comfort level on playing depth?
Oh, it's a blessing to have depth. Yes, so it's great. And again, when you see young women working the way our student athletes are working, it's awesome to be able to get them out there on the floor playing together and learning in games. There's a lot of learning that goes on in practice, skill work, individual work, but there's also competition and the intensity and the, I guess, I want to say that, well, there's a outcome, attached to it, and so there's a little bit more pressure.
Are you comfortable going 9 or 10 deep?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You have a game on Wednesday?
Yes.
Pacific?
Yes.
What do you know about them? What can we expect? What's like a
Yeah.
mini scouting?
Yeah, incredibly well coached team. He's been there a long time. He does a great job with his system, both offensively and defensively. I think we'll see a variety of things on the defensive end, from pressure, different presses. They play very efficient man-to-man defense. They've got good guard and post play. He again, offensive system. He runs a good, inside-out system, and so it'll be a good game for us, good test.